Alright, YouTube, let's see what this is about. Another league play. Me using Temple against Michigan State. Half my team is brutalized. But you have to make it work. Scouted this team. They have a great running back. We'll see what we do. We should be okay, hopefully. I got a feeling. Like, lock in. Got to be able to lock in. I'll be okay.
Michigan State Smart. 48 Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Let's do this. Good luck to Traffy Fee 001. Let's see how we do this.
Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Going for the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills in his type of block, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds me of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over. Once they got to the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bothers it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one.
Nice. Nice toe drag.
Just a minute here as the officials are
Well, me was in the game.
with the 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And you race it to the house.
Oh my goodness.
Michigan State.
That's his game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that's great defense to stop him short of 1st down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles to make sure they keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guy, you start to really like that offense.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He pushes his way
Nuts. I can't do nothing.
Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
White Jesus. What? The who? What? Okay.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
That's hilarious.
And the extra point makes it 14.
No wonder I'm losing. They got Jesus on their side.
5-play scoring drive.
4.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Handoff to the lone back.
Run straight. Run the play, bruh. Just run the play.
This offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Got his man downfield. Bounces over the top.
Yes, sir.
That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting yourself open.
All right. One stop.
Snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
All right. Focus, focus, focus. Relax. I need to think.
Well, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass.
D.
He had a
Good.
huge gain in
D,
his
sir.
fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt.
All right. Good
See
stop.
if we
Good
can help the
stop.
coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Temple takes over, and the
Why are they
offense will
fighting?
return to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They
Rep walking like that.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Aaron is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. There's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action, trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops the throw. They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks.
All right, we gotta get something, some points.
And get paid all that.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down.
Stay in your lanes. Stay in your lanes.
Bring it out from deep. I know he thinks
Good,
he can house
good,
every
good.
return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, just find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, follow partners, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And one more space.
That dude is fast. Good grief.
First down now to the 30.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work.
Oh man,
First
I
down.
know what to do. I think I have an idea.
Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
And that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're going
Good stuff.
Every team
Good
you go back
stuff,
in the
sir.
history of Michigan State, they're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the inside. Tackle was made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw
What?
He's at the 20. And he's going to run.
Excuse me.
Touchdown, Smarty. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's nuts.
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Snags it down the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Owls.
Hustle, big boy, run.
Back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not
Stay in your
nearly
lane.
as much as he'd
Stay
hoped.
in your
Brought
lane.
it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just as they stall on the other side of the field, they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll run the screen. Still on his feet.
Yeah, we're not catching him.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown. He's looking deep.
Oh my goodness. I knew that was a pick.
World of traffic, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 40, gets it down to 45 before he stopped a gain of 6. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you know, big chunks like this, you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from your running back, make the game easy.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh my God, bro.
Wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's out of bounds, shooting off the hands on the play.
That's my. I should have put some touch on it.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Oh, it's a reverse. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the change as they get the first down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Come on. Come on.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Murder.
They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away, and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Here's hoping.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tempo takes over and the offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something.
And it's another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Safe completion on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. Do the rest. That's number 2.
Oh, man.
Defense, number 3 is coming soon.
And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This offense has got to find a way to get some layups, some screens. They need some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw in the running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Keeps those legs charting for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown Owls. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half, looked bad. It looked like it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get a turn.
I just need to somehow figure out how to stop that damn running back. That darn running back. Because that dude is eating us alive. Dude has like 700 all-purpose yards.
Haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the groove. They're up by a field goal over Northwestern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until
Oh my God.
Still running at the 40. Oh, what a cut. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football.
Leading the nation in rushing.
He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
He's right on target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
I need to stop. I need to score quickly and then stop. Let's see how this one goes.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this up.
Throws toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good interception.
Some defensive players just have been made. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break up the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down now on the 30.
Way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call on the offense.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The give. At the 40, there he goes. Rams in with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find
My
just
goodness.
all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road have to play this offense, man. They're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And it's caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Spartan! And the route is on. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing to be able to take care of this. You got beat down and move on to the next game. Start with the next one. This one's
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. to knock down the return man. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. These corners backing off a bit. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn the field for the first.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for a first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You can tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Going for it all. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. And it rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is
What are you doing? Stop celebrating. We're down by like 30 still.
throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the work.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass.
What the hell?
The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable
Just
lead
rude.
up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds his man and make him work.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the
Are you serious? Whose guy was that?
Smarty, and the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now. I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Bott Hemingway. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is you have to block the edge. I got to get my speed in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups. And you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still over the ground to cover and pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And he will score! Touchdown! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this one.
Oh man.
Finding your rhythm what you do well, and you can tell at least now starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can help it.
He gets the two-point conversion as they draw ever closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they fail. Nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And he's got it.
Nothing I can do about that.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
He's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rocks to work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Nice, done.
Michigan State, and the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and
Looking good, man.
I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves
There are no 13-point plays.
Their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where we're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to win from.
Well, the drag backs put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Comes out throwing on first down. And they dive
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's
Of course he.
way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And they'll drag him down after a good return. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tough or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job of understanding when to get ready.
Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed him.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Line getting set on second down. They'll try the left side. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome.
No score.
Just a cherry on top of the sundae. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you
Good game, Trapley. Good game, bro. You had my number.
they got the loss?
That's what's up. Good game, good game.
What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to
That running back was on something. Nothing you can do about it.
This team now
game. See you on the next stream. Might be the next hour or so, depending on how the league goes. Remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff. Always remember that. Love is for suckers.